Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Conqueror. It's a tier 9 British heavy tank. It's located on the east side of Malinovka Encounter, and it's under the command of Thick Boy 2019. Well, the wiki says that the Conqueror is basically a supercharged version of a Carnarvon. You can see the bursting plates around the turret, a different shaped turret as well. Shaped in such a way as to try and deflect shots, but it's just basically another heavy tank. It's not selling it much. It doesn't have a very good hull, but it certainly does have a fairly good turret in that sense. So when this thing goes hull down, and if it's got the 120mm gun, and that's what he's got here, it's got 400 alpha. So the gun is absolutely brilliant. It's very good gun handling, and the turret is very strong, but the hull is not so great. So if you want to play this thing, you ought to play it hull down as much as you can. And with 10 degrees of gun depression, you should be able to do that. Well, as it's Malinovka Encounter, let's bring up the mini-map a bit more. He's decided to go up the hill, which is the first move you should make. At least wipe out the enemy heavies up here, because if you don't wipe them out, try and go down to the gap, you will get absolutely assassinated from that ridge line. Well, that object 257 pulled back just in time to avoid the shell. It's tier 9 game, so he's top tier, which means he's going to be facing serious opposition. There's the 257 again. Gets one into his lower plate for 422. Just a high roll. .257 is departing actually. I think, well, actually he's trying to have a go at our guys, the Object 430 and the T28. I think they've just moved too far ahead, trying to get around the back of that 257, and the 257's decided, I don't want to let these guys get around behind me, so he's actually taken action. And at this moment my advice would be to for Thick Boy to actually engage the guys to his right and do some serious damage to them whilst the 257's distracted. But he's put a round back into that 257, bounced the APCR round that came back at him, and he's doing this with standard ammo. You notice how the gun is very good, the penetration is very good. Tiger's going around the side. Good shot right into the side, a high roll, 444. And we've lost some of the guys. We've lost the IS-22 and the T-28. Puts a round into the P-43-2 for 399. That's a low roll, but only just. Bounces around from the T-34-3. Okay, pick your targets. Tiger 2 or the P-43. Yeah, T-34 took a nice round, but it's a low roll. He's still a 2-shot. And Skoda's being a nuisance, but he's very porous. It's the Tiger 2 that you need to worry about more than anything at the moment. Puts a round into the departing T-34-3. He knows he's outmatched. And the Tiger 2, well, he goes down, taken out by our GW Tiger. So, good work there by Arty, because it saved us a problem. It's the 257, trying to go for the turret, or the cupola. And, well, the Skoda, I think he can definitely penetrate that, no problem. He's trying to side scrape to protect himself. And here comes the 257. Go for the cupola. Yes, nice shot. 413, or 403 rather, high roll. Now that Skoda pops out. We're not loaded. Yes, he knew that he was vulnerable. It's almost sixth sense that he knew that if he popped out at that moment, he would get overmatched. Yes, because even if you nice the angle, if your hull armor is just too weak, the shell will overmatch, go straight in and kill. Now that's the side of the building, but it still went into the target. It's almost like he had bounced that round off the side of the building. The Skoda's gone. Yes, what's the word? You only live once, YOLO. Yep, he's gone YOLO. He decided to charge us, knowing that he had no hit points left, and got taken out. So, all the enemy are destroyed up on top of the hill, but they're still numbered down below. In fact, here's a King Tiger. So let's take him out first. One into the engine bay is enough to finish him off. So that's 3 kills now for Thick Boy. T29's next target. Now they're a little more difficult to take down. They've got very good armor as well, and remember that they are very good in a hold down position. Now Thick Boy is doing the in out thing with his aiming, so I've taken control of the aim myself just so I can see what's going on. Yeah, he's doing it again. I'll stop that. Okay, so he's aiming for the top of the turret, which is one of the weak spots, and Thick Boy's now decided to go all in, and he's fired one into the weak hull of that T29. You can see it went straight through the front plate, and the 120mm will do that. Again, he's using standard ammo. Or is he? No, he's actually using the APCR now because he's run out of standard. And there goes the T29, taken out by that GW Tiger again. He's having a very good game. 2 kills to him. And that was around from the SU-130 PM, but it only went into the tracks. Now, normally when you get a tank destroying like that, doing that, you dip down into the stip. And that will prevent him getting shots on you, because you don't want him taking another 500 hit points off. Whoa! Try not to flip yourself. So he's trying to use a bit of the gun depression, but a bit of the ridgeline there, but he has popped up again, and now that SU-130 PM's probably going to get another shot unless he can get behind this church. No, he's decided to go around it. He's going straight after that SU-130, who's probably at this moment beating a hasty retreat, but our guys are coming up from the other direction, so it does look as if he's about to die. There he is. And, well, that's a good hit. High roll, but he's gone. The enemy Arty just loading, and he goes down, and that's the end of the game. So not a bad game. Virtually all of his health intact. He only took a small bit of damage during that game. Let's have a look and see how Thick Boy managed to get on. Well, it's a first class tank for Thick Boy 2019 in the Conqueror. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly. A shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. A 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle overall. And a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game overall. At least 11 hits and over 1,000 hit points of damage blocked. Yes, so he was very effective indeed. Let's have a look at the team scores. There you go, highest damage, 4,871 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was the Borsig with 2,567 on the enemy team, and then his Striv S1 with 2,404. When it came to kills, well, it was shared actually. The top slots, the Conqueror, the Object 257 and the Striv all got 3 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, it's Thick Boy again, 1,253. The SU-100 M1 got 957, and the GW Tiger, that very effective Arty, was doing 904 experience points. But I suppose you could say that Thick Boy does have the top in all 3, because after all he did share that column, or share that title with the others, but he was in the top slot when you pulled it up. Yes, so I think he got it on the higher XP, so we'll say top in all 3 columns. Let's have a look at detail. 16 shots fired, and he did fire mostly AP during that battle, and he probably could have got away with firing standard AP for the entire battle. 14 direct hits, 13 penetrations, damage of 4,871 hit points, all of it at close range. Received 15 hits from the enemy, of which 14 were non-penetrations. There was only one that actually did do some damage, and there was 2 hits by way of splash damage. 3,590 hit points of damage blocked. That's a huge total. And 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, and 819 hit points of damage assist. On a free-to-play account, he earned 47,891 credits from that game, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 26,543 credits. A decent haul. 1,253 base XP. And there was no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away, but it's a decent battle. He comes away with a high caliber and a steel wall, and well, basically he did that battle mostly on his own, because he was just sitting up there at the hill, on top of the hill, almost impervious to the enemy. And you can see there's very little repair and very little on the way of ammunition resupplied, because he didn't fire that many rounds of premium. It was only when he ran out at the end that he had to. So my suggestions to Thick Boy is load more standard AP and less APCR. You just don't need it. This tank is good enough on its own. That 120mm gun is very, very good indeed, especially once you're hull down, as you saw when he was dealing with the 257 and all the other tanks who were firing at him simultaneously and bouncing their rounds. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We're only a small channel. Small in terms of numbers of subscribers, but we have a massive number of videos. We have twice as many videos as Jingles, and he's been operating for nearly 9 years. Yes, that's true. 9 years Jingles has been around, but he only has half the content that we do. We pump out far more videos because we want to keep the players happy. We want to keep those players getting their YouTube videos so that they can then show their friends and say, look, this is what I did. And of course, it's far better having a video with a commentary than it is just a standard video without. I know a lot of YouTubers out there will try and do your video and put it to music and, well, just give you a chance to be on YouTube, but there's nothing better than having a commentary where somebody's actually supporting you and egging you on to do your best, and also explaining things afterwards and before. So yeah, if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.